Hawkeye, Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. The storm has blown, the monster trucks are in, and it is time for the Super King of the Hill tournament. But this time it's monster truck style. Don't forget, in June we are doing the Hot Wheels Super King of the Hill. So hopefully you guys are ready. We have a lot of action coming up here very soon. I've kind of run out of Pokemon stuff, so that will be few and far between, just whenever I can find some Pokemon stuff. So I may just go down to once a week or so until I can acquire some more stuff into my possession. But guys, if you're new here, go ahead, subscribe, ring that bell. This is a Pokemon and Hot Wheels infused channel, so you guys definitely want to be a part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation. Say that, blah, 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 blah. Just hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Holy crap, stumbling over words already. We have barely scratched the surface of this video. So let's go ahead. We like you guys saw the little preview, it said 204 trucks. That has changed. We have now gone up to 212 trucks. I've been acquiring a couple more here and there. We have one heck of a tournament, lots of Hot Wheels, lots of Spin Master Monster Jam trucks. I'm super excited. We're probably gonna split this up into 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 days of qualifier rounds. Then we will move on to, you know, the semifinals and then the finals, because we have a lot of trucks to get through. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. We got the garage opened. I got some nice air coming through, some nice light. Let's go ahead and get the racing. Our king is just gonna chill for the next couple days. So guys, let's do this. So like I previously stated, 212 monster trucks. We added a little hump. Now this is where it's gonna be challenging for these guys. Now, I'm gonna try not to get discouraged because they may wreck. Look at the gap they have to, right there, the gap they have to straddle coming down. They may wreck, they may not, but you know what, that's all fun of it. All right, let's get our first race up and going. And the first race to kick off this tournament will be Will Trash It All taking on Twin Mill. All right, the super stretch is still elevated. Let's get this going. Go. Oh, double DNF. Now, if we come across a double DNF like we just had there, we will switch lanes and they will get 2 more tries to do this. And after the 3rd try, the truck who makes it the farthest is moving on. All right, here we go. All right, Will Trash It All defeated Twin Mill. Moving on to the next round. All right, here we go. Next up, it's Sriracha taking on Hooligan. Ah, a little hot sauce to the eyes. Sriracha took down Hooligan. And go. Chassis Snapper moving on to the next round. Go. Next up, it's Leopard Shark taking on El Super Fasto. Leopard Shark took a bite out of El Superfasto. Moving on. And go. Nice race. All right, up next is to the Mega Rex with the blue wheels taking on Skeleton Crew. And go. Oh my God, we need medical. We need medical. Skeleton Crew lost and went right into the grandstands. He moved them. All right, looks like we only got one man down. I think everybody's just a little shaken, not stirred, but this guy, he got wrecked. All right, everybody's A-okay, just some boops, just some bumps and bruises, but everybody's walking away. Skeleton Crew, we're gonna flip you over, but unfortunately, you lost. Mega Rex, moving on. Next up, it's 5 Alarm taking on Roger Dodger. Go. And it's Roger Dodger moving on. All right, Kong, Godzilla. You guys gotta go over there. I'm sorry, okay? You guys are just in the way of my filming. You guys are dancing? No. Next up, it's Hot Wheels Racing number 1 taking on Abysmal. And go. Whoa. Hot Wheels Racing number 1, moving on. Next up, it's our former king in Hot Wheels Racing number 3 taking on Bone Shaker number 2. And go. Oh, double DNF. All right, switch lanes, go. Tell you what, the former king wants that crown back. Moving on. Next up, it's Tiger Shark taking on Operation Stomp. Go. Operation Stomp just stomped out the competition. Dad joke. Next up, it's Steer Clear taking on Chewbacca. Go. This is why you don't make a Wookiee mad. Chewbacca, moving on. Next up is the Hound Hauler taking on one Bad Ghoul. Go. One Bad Ghoul moving on. Look at those wheels, those are sharp. Next up is the Gold 5 Alarm taking on one of the Demo Derby trophy trucks. And go! Alright, one of the trophy trucks moving on. I believe this is like Podium Crusher? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, it's Spider-Man taking on Necessary Roughness. And here we go. Necessary Roughness defeats Spider-Man to move on. Next up is the standard Mega Rex taking on Cat 5. Then go. Lane 5 and 6 still holding strong. Cat 5 moving on. Next up, it's Loco Punk taking on Motosaurus. Or Monstersaurus, as I should say. And here we go. My plane! Monstersaurus with the dub and moving on. Next up, it's All Fried Up taking on Hot Wheels Delivery. And here we go. All Fried Up took a tumble and got eliminated. Hot Wheels Delivery, moving on. Up next, we got V8 Bomber taking on Hot Wheels Special Forces. Go! Hot Wheels Special Forces moving on. Up next is the green V8 Bomber taking on Chewbacca 2. Go! V8 Bomber moving on. Next up, it's Psychedelic taking on the Red Twin Mill. And go. Alright, lane 1 getting some momentum. Psychedelic moving on. Next up, we got Zombie Mega Rex taking on Wild Streak. And go. Wild Streak moving on. Super fast. Next up, it's Iron Man taking on Hot Wheels Special Forces Dairy Delivery Edition. And go. Oh, double DNF. All right, we switch lanes and doing it again. Well, just like in the movies, Iron Man got eliminated. The Black Ops Special Forces moving on. All right, 6 races left before we end this day. Spur of the moment, taking on Radical Racer. And go. All right, after that double DNF, we have switched lanes. Go. Oh, big crash. All right, did a walk through the track. We're good to go. This is on distance. If they don't make it to the gate, go. And it's Radical Racer moving on. Or Ratified. Or Rat Monster Truck. I don't know. Next up, it's the slicked Monster Truck Dodge Charger taking on Demo Derby. And go. Demo Derby moving on. Next up, it's Piranha taking on Hotweiler. Go. The fish is cooked. Hotweiler moving on. Next up, it's Gutter Growler taking on the Venomized Hulk. And go. Hulk has always been a threat in the Monster Truck King of the Hill challenges. He's moving on again. Next up, it's all beefed up, taking on Snakebite. And go. All beefed up, moving on. And our final race of the day brings us to the Black and White Mega Rex and Hot Wheels Safari. Go. That was the closest race of the day, but the Black and White Mega Rex takes it. That's a wrap for day one. All right, Hawkeye Holler Nation, day one in the books. Lots of losers. And now our winners are just going to sit by and wait until the finales roll around. Well, the semi-finales. You guys know what I'm saying. We got day two for Hot Wheels Monster Trucks coming up next. Nice group of them. I really don't know how that Invader is going to do with the tracks, but you never know. Then after that, we move on to the Spin Master trucks. Hopefully you guys are ready. Check that description down below. Leave a like on this video, share it, subscribe, ring that bell, and just all in all, have a great day, and I will see you guys next time here at the Holler for the continuation of the Super King of the Hill Monster Truck Challenge. See you guys later. Bye-bye. I'm out of here. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on with the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill Challenge. We have a lot of good winners already moving on to the next round. Had some good losers that were real fast. They just did not make it to the next round. But if you guys didn't know, over on my TikTok, we are doing a TikTok Super King of the Hill challenge as well. The losers from these videos are moving on to the TikTok rounds, and they're having their own races over there. So head to that TikTok down below, check out the races. Some good fun over there as well. Gonna eventually try to get into some YouTube shorts, maybe post some more on Instagram. I enjoy the little short videos. They're nice and fun. You don't have to really edit much. But also, our king is, I heard rumor that our king is, he's a little nervous. He's a little nervous that Hot Wheels Racing number 3 has moved on to the next round. I would be scared myself because Hot Wheels Racing number 3 felt like he was robbed of his crown last time. He felt like it wasn't fair with the crush cars in the way. So he's back for redemption. If he makes it to the king round, I don't know. But today we're going to continue on with another Hot Wheels day, and then after that we are moving on to the Spin Master truck. So let's go ahead, get our first race introduced. Also, these are the TikTok winners so far. They have moved on, and these are the TikTok losers. Not too many. And of course, these are the losers from the YouTube videos. They will now be on TikTok fighting for a crown over there. All right, let's move on to the Hot Wheels. All right, kicking off day 2. It's the Dodge Charger taking on the red Hotweiler. And here we go for day 2. The Dodge Charger kept it nice and clean. Moving on. Next up, we have the orange Chevrolet Camaro taking on the blue Hot Wheels Racing number 1. And we're away. What a smashing performance by that Camaro. Moving on. Race number 3 brings us to test subject taking on Hissy Fit. Go. And it's Hissy Fit moving on. That was a nice clean race. Next up, it's the Goblin Bone Shaker taking on 2 School. And here we go. And it's 2 School defeating Bone Shaker. Next up, it's All Y'all taking on Darth Vader. Go. Oh, Darth Vader just left. And it's All Y'all with the dub. Darth Vader got stuck on the hill. Wonder what happened. Next up, we got Invader taking on another Demo Derby pickup. Go. Wow. That was a nice race, but Invader took it. Next up is the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile taking on Rhinomite. And go. And Rhinomite moving on, kept it nice and clean. Next up, we have Donkey Kong taking on V8 Bomber number 2. And go. And Donkey Kong moves on to the next round. And go. Oh, double DNF. Alright, y'all know the rules, but for those of you who are new, after each DNF we switch lanes. They get up to 3 tries. Go! Oh! And it's Tiger Shark moving on. And go. Ah, the original monster truck moving on. Alright, up next is the newer generation Bigfoot taking on the Bigfoot with the flames. If you guys know what number Bigfoots these are, leave it in the comments down below. And go. Alright, newer gen Bigfoot moving on. Alright, up next we got Bigfoot with the big lettering taking on the blue Roger Dodger. Go. Wow. Ah, and Bigfoot goes 3 for 3, moving on. Next up is Area 51 Patrol taking on the Snow Owl. Go. Ah, Area 51 Patrol moving on. Up next is the Walrus taking on the Wolf. And go. And it's the Walrus moving on. Next up, it's the Polar Bear taking on the Snow Leopard. And go. Polar Bear with the dub. Next up, we got Donatello taking on Michelangelo. Turtle time! Alright, Donatello moving on. And next up, we got Raphael taking on Leonardo. And go. Oh! And it's Raphael moving on. Up next is the Kuamori taking on the Ryu. Or Reiju. I don't know. And go. Wow. And Sakuamori moving on. And go. Next up, it's the Hot Wheels Race A Stadium truck taking on Invader with the treads. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Oh! Oh, did he touch? Oh no, double DNF. All right, we switch lanes. Go. Oh! And the Hot Wheels trophy truck with a nice hole shot. You know, the Invader did better than I thought it would. Just not enough. Next up is the Green Monstersaurus taking on Burger Delivery. And go. Burger Delivery popped a massive wheelie and gave it to Monstersaurus. And our final race of the day brings us to that beautifully colored Mega Rex taking on the red and orange V-Dub drag bus. Time to wrap up day 2. Go! And it's Mega Rex moving on to the next round. And there you have it, Hawkeye Holler Nation. Our winners have grown by a nice group, and the losers have grown as well. But don't forget, they are racing over on TikTok for the TikTok King of the Hill crown. Now, up next for YouTube, we will be knocking out the Spin Masters. This may be, I'm going to try and do it in 2 days, but this may be 3 days. I believe I have more Spin Masters than Hot Wheels. Hard to say, haven't really counted each individual group, but that is what you will be looking forward to next time here at the Holler. I'm super excited to see how these Spin Masters do. The Hot Wheels did really, really well, surprisingly, especially with that little hill right there. Some of them get some massive air. If you guys saw the slow-mos in the last video. Hopefully, we got some nice footage of these guys this go-around. But guys, with that being said, it's time to wrap up today's video. Guys, go ahead, do me a solid, smash the like button on this video. That lets me and YouTube know you do enjoy the content and you want to see more of it. Check the description down below. Got TikTok, Instagram. We got a merch store. Lots of good places. We even got Discord. Go join that Discord. It's a fun place to be and chat it up with other Diecast fanatics and Pokemon collectors alike. So it's a fun place to be. Like I said, links are all down below. Check that description. Go ahead, share these videos. Gets me out there a little bit more. Trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. And you guys would be doing me a huge solid by going ahead and sharing these videos. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and I will see you guys next time here at the Holler. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 3 of the Super King of the Hill Monster Truck Challenge here on the channel. Oh my gosh, we've had some great racing so far, and I cannot wait for day 3 because day 3 is the kickoff of the Spin Master trucks. We had a lot of great days of the Hot Wheels. They got some big air. Now, one thing I want to point out, elephant in the room. Past couple videos, we've had some technical issues. I have pinpointed what that is. When I freeze frame a video and then go back to the slow-mo, that is when the technical issues happen. Like the part 1, the day 1 video, the pause parts, the freeze frame clips were quite often at the beginning of the video. That's what caused the 6 minutes of bad audio. And then the second video, there was a couple clips where it kind of slowed down the audio. So just wanted to point that out. No more freeze framing from here on out, because we don't want that. We kind of want these videos to gain momentum, have more viewers come in, have more likes on the videos, and it can't happen that way. So if you guys want to go back and just, you know, help me out, go ahead, share those videos, like the videos. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, have that bell rung, because you never want to miss a future update, because we have lots of fun. Another thing I want to address. We all know, if you guys all know, especially if you're Pokemon hunters, Target and Walmart, they have ceased sales on their Pokemon cards. So we implemented Pokemon cards here on the channel. What does that mean for us? What Pokemon stuff I have left, I'm going to take that and take it to TikTok, and that's where I'll be doing that. And we will just mostly focus on the diecast racing here on this channel. Speaking of TikTok, losers from the YouTube videos are racing over on TikTok. So head over to TikTok, watch those monster truck videos, because there will be a TikTok monster truck king as well. I'm also going to dabble with the remaining losers I have. Maybe I'm going to start a YouTube Shorts king, maybe an Instagram Reels king. So definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram in case I start holding events over there as well. You don't want to miss that. I'm trying to, how do I want to say this? I'm trying to branch out on all these little, you know, things that you just need 15 seconds to a minute worth of attention for, since that's what a lot of these companies are trying to push for. I know I'm kind of just rambling on before we get to the video, but I'm just talking with you guys so you guys know, and I can get your guys' feedback as well. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to do, dabble in that, and also Snapchat Spotlight may go over to there as well. Because I do have a monster truck event coming up here next, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be something I gotta put a lot of work into, and something that's gonna take a lot of time, because I gotta cut up some pieces and all that fun stuff, and we all know I'm not a carpenter, so wish me luck. But guys, anywho, that's where I'm at right now with the Pokemon stuff, the monster truck stuff, and kind of just what I want to do, how I want to branch out. So like I said, go follow me over on Instagram, go follow me on TikTok, and let's have a good time. Let's get to racing. Alright, Spin Master Monster Trucks, are you guys ready? I know I am. I know the Hawkeye Holler Nation is. Let's race. And up first, it's Earthshaker taking on Dragonoid. And go. Definitely would help if I had the get on, but Earthshaker took it. Next up, it's Big Kahuna taking on the Ice Dragon. Go! Sheesh! Big Kahuna with the dub. Dum 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 dum. Next up, it's W taking on Soldier Fortune. And go. W with the dub. Next up, it's Salvager taking on Alien Invasion. And go. Alien Invasion moving on. Next up, it's Grandma Gravedigger taking on El Toro Loco. Go. That was a hell of a race between those two, but Grandma Gravedigger takes it. Next up is Northern Nightmare taking on the Overcast Gravedigger. Go! Ah, Gravedigger with the dub. Very nice. Next up is Bounty Hunter taking on Sasquatch. Go. Dang, Sasquatch came to play super fast. Next up, it's Raising Cane taking on Stone Crusher. Go. Oh. Stone Crusher had it, then blew it. Raising Cane moving on. Next up is the Fire Zombie taking on the Fire Megalodon. Go. Wow. Who needs Jason Statham when you have a zombie? He took down the Meg. Next up is the Ice Del Toro Loco taking on the Orange Gravedigger. Go! Dang, Gravedigger's holding no punches today. Next up, it's Racing Stripes taking on Crush Station. Go. Crush Station just crushed Racing Stripes. Next up is the white lettering BKT. El Toro Loco taking on Gravedigger. Go. Yet again, another Gravedigger moving on. Next up is the blacked out Max D taking on the Fire and Ice Gravedigger. Go! Ah, and Gravedigger finally falls. Max D moving on. Next up is Blue Thunder taking on Queen Bee. Buzz buzz. And go. Oh! Did the gate get triggered? It did not! Oh no! Redo. Alright, that was the first double DNF of the day. We switch lanes. Go! Queen Bee, moving on. Oh, you guys know it's about to get real. It's Max D taking on Gravedigger. Go. Neck and neck. Gravedigger moving on yet again. The rivalry continues. This is the yellow Max D taking on the Gravedigger with the gray wheels. Go. Oh, big crash for Max D. Dang, with this many Gravediggers moving on, they have a good chance in taking the crown. Next up is Megalodon taking on Pirate's Curse. Go. Megalodon moving on. Next up, it's Zombie taking on Cyclops. Go. Cyclops with the dub and moving on. Next up is Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Jester. And go. And it's Jester moving on. Aren't you two getting tired of this? This is the Red Max D taking on the Silver Gravedigger. And go. Oh, double DNF. Lanes are switched, doing it again. Go. Geez, you might as well call this a Gravedigger show. Next up, it's Gravedigger taking on Thrasher. I'm calling it now, Gravedigger. Maybe I should go to the casino tonight. Next up, it's Wonder Woman taking on Son of a Digger. Go. Wonder Woman moving on. Next up, it's Bad News Travel Fast taking on Gravedigger yet again. And go. Oh, big crash. And go. All right, switch lanes, go. Oh, who would have known it would have been Gravedigger? Next up is Radical Rescue taking on Blue Thunder. Go. Radical Rescue moving on. Next up it's Brodozer taking on Max D. And go. And go. Give it to Brodozer. And our final race of the day brings us to the Tom Mentz Max D taking on Dragon. Go. Go. All right, Dragon wins the final race of the day. And there you have it, Hawkeye Holler Nation. Losers have grown. And the winners, oh man, they're getting feisty over there. It's going to be one heck of a next round, I tell you that. All right, we got one more day of Spin Masters to go for the qualifying rounds. Then we move on to the semifinals. That's probably gonna be a decent sized video because we gotta get through all of these. Maybe 2 videos, we'll see. But with that being said, go ahead and smash the like button on this video. That lets me and YouTube know you do enjoy the content and you want to see more of it, and it helps with the channel, with the algorithm. So please smash the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, go ahead, subscribe, ring that bell so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. This is mostly a diecast racing channel with Pokemon scattered throughout, but you know, with everything going on right now, Pokemon, pump the brakes on that. Even though we are just getting started with that, it kind of sucks, but you know what, it's all right. But yeah, subscribe, ring that bell, check the description down below, got lots of good links, including a Discord server. Go join that, go chat it up with other Hot Wheels and diecast fanatics and Pokemon collectors alike. Go follow my Instagram, go follow my TikTok, because remember, we are doing a TikTok Monster Truck King of the Hill as well, so you don't want to miss that. We've had some good races over there so far, some surprising winners, so yeah, down below, same as the channel, Hawkeye Holler, you can find me over there. But with that being said, I will see you guys all next time here at the Holler. Bye-bye. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing on with the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill Challenge here on the channel inside the Holler. Hopefully you guys are having a great time watching these videos so far. I love monster truck racing. They're so unpredictable and I have a lot of fun with them. But don't forget, the losers from these videos are racing over on TikTok, so go follow me over on TikTok. It's a fun place to be. Also, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. While you're at it, go ahead and smash the like button on this video, especially if you're into monster truck and Hot Wheels diecast racing. Now, we got a handful of races to go, so let's go ahead and get started and have a good time. So as you guys can kind of see right here on the right hand side of the screen, these are the TikTok winners who have moved on so far, and the left side of course is the YouTube winners. But as they start falling over there, they will be racing on TikTok. So let's get today's race up and going. All right, up first it's the Retro Max D taking on the Zombie Hunter Max D. And go. And it's the Retro Max D with the dub, moving on to the next round. Next up is the Zombie Mohawk Warrior taking on Zombie Megalodon. And go. And it's Mohawk Warrior moving on. Next up, it's Pirate's Curse taking on Blue Thunder. Go. Pirate's Curse took a tumble, gave it to Blue Thunder. Next up, you got Northern Nightmare taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler, both zombie editions. Go. Who let the dogs out? Who? Monster Mutt moving on. Next up, it's Dragon taking on Zombie. Go. Tell you what, Dragon was flying. Moving on. Next up, it's Monster Mutt taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Go. And it's Monster Mutt defeating Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Next up, we got Son of a Digger taking on Gravedigger. Hunter versus Zombie. Go. Son of a Digger takes down Gravedigger. Lane 2 and 1 are the ones that are just so popular today. Super fast lanes. Next up, we got El Toro Loco taking on Earth Shaker. Go. Oh, double DNF. All right, lanes are switched. Go. Oh yeah, Earthshaker, moving on. Next up, it's Soldier Fortune taking on the Mystery Machine. And go. This should come as no surprise since the Mystery Machine is big and heavy. Moving on to the next round. Next up, it's Scooby-Doo taking on Backwards Bob. And go. Backwards Bob struggled in the last tournament. Moving on in this one. Next up is the Gravedigger ride truck taking on Megalodon with the gray wheels. And go. Gravedigger ride truck, moving on. Next up is El Toro Loco taking on Horsepower. And go. Oh, double DNF. Lanes are switched. Go. El Toro Loco with the dub. Next up is Dragon taking on the Elemental Megalodon. I almost said Shark. Same thing. Look at those wheels. Those are sick. And go. Close race, but Dragon got him. Next up is the Elemental's Gravedigger taking on, I believe that's Wildfire? Let me know in the comments down below. Go. Dang, it's like they were shot out of a cannon. Moving on. If you guys are enjoying this video, smash the like button. Next up, it's Soldier Fortune taking on Yeti. And go. Oh. Soldier Fortune with a comeback win. Nice. Next up is Octonator taking on Northern Nightmare. And go. Good race. Oh, crash. Octonator spun out, gave it to Northern Nightmare. Next up is Gravedigger taking on Thunder 4x4. Go. Whoa, backwards.
Backwards.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go back and watch that replay. Thunder 4x4 finished backwards. Next up, it's Avenger taking on Shaker. And go. Lanes 5 and 6 are starting to shine. Shaker moving on. Alright, Hawkeye Holler Nation, we are down to our final 10 races of the day. Up next is El Toro Loco taking on Soldier Fortune. These are from the Stars and Galaxies and Gears line. Sorry, not Stars. Galaxies and Gears. These are sick. And go. El Toro Loco, moving on. Next up is Pirate's Curse taking on Earth Shaker. And go. Earth Shaker with the dub and moving on. Next up, it's Zombie taking on Son of a Digger. And go. Son of a Digger moving on. Next up, it's Kraken taking on Zombie. And go. That's not a world record breaker for nothing. Zombie moving on. Up next is Soldier Fortune taking on El Toro Loco. Here we go. El Toro Loco. Nice. Next up is Brodozer taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And go. Monster Mutt Dalmatian moving on. Next up, it's Dragon taking on the Thunderbus. And go.
Give it to the Thunderbus. Next up is the Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Superman. And go. Superman found his kryptonite. Monster Mutt Poodle moving on. Next up is Mohawk Warrior taking on Higher Education. Go. Higher Education moving on. Big and heavy is the name of the game. And our final race for this part of the tournament is Hurricane Force taking on El Toro Loco. Here we go. Double DNF. All right, lanes are switched. Go. And it's Hurricane Force moving on.
All right, Hawkeye Holler Nation, that concludes the first round of qualifiers. Next, we are moving on to the semifinals, maybe? I think there's like 100 and some trucks left, so that may not be the semifinals just yet, just because I really don't know how many more videos we have left of this. I'm thinking maybe another 4 videos, 2 more for qualifying days, and then we move on to another round, and then the king round. I don't know. You guys just have to make sure you're subscribed and have that bell rung to find out. But with that being said, Hawkeye Holler Nation, go ahead and smash the like button on this video. That lets me and YouTube know you do enjoy the content and you want to see more of it. Definitely make sure you subscribe, have that bell rung. Check the description down below. That's where you can find the TikTok, Instagram. Don't forget, giveaway at 500 followers on Instagram. Definitely go follow me over on TikTok as well, because that's where these losers are racing for the TikTok King of the Hill crown. Because once we get the TikTok King done and the YouTube King done, we're gonna have a special TikTok versus YouTube King challenge full of a couple different races. I also have a couple more monster truck videos planned. We're gonna do a super jump and a hill climb. Yes, a hill climb. So we got some good monster truck content coming for you. I've bought some more on eBay, picked up some more at Target and Walmart as well. So we're definitely gonna dive into some more monster truck content since we can't really deal with Pokemon stuff anymore due to the stores not selling them. So we got, did you guys hear that? Sound like a loud bang back there. Ooh, spoopy. But yeah, so definitely trying to fill the void here and there. But guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time here at the Holler. Don't forget, got a merch store as well, and I'm working on a YouTube subscription thing. That way you guys can become part of the pit crew. I need to check in on that, see how YouTube is doing that. It was in for review, so as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. As you guys know, I did put up a poll on YouTube. Stick with the 1 p.m. Central Time uploads or start with like 10 or 11. You guys have mostly chosen stick with 1 p.m. So that's what we're going to do from now on. Well, continue doing from now on. And if I feel like we need to change it, we will. Well, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. It's time for the quarterfinals of the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill Challenge here on the channel. We got lots of good races left in store for you guys. So I think this is probably, the quarterfinals are gonna be a 2-part video. So days 5 and 6, because we're gonna do the Hot Wheels and then we'll do the Spin Masters. I think the Spin Masters will probably be a little bit longer video, just because I believe there are more than just eyeballing the table here, but I don't know. So once we get past these quarterfinals, we will move on to the semifinals, and that will be Hot Wheels versus Spin Master trucks. So right now we're lining up 2 Hot Wheels and 2 Spin Masters at the same time, letting them battle out. But come the semifinals, it'll be Hot Wheels against Spin Master, just so you guys know. Now, don't forget, over on TikTok, the link down below, same as YouTube, Hawkeye Holler. we're doing races over there as well, so the losers from YouTube are going over to TikTok and fighting for that monster truck crown. Yeah, so if you guys want to go check out some awesome racing, go check it out. We're having lots of fun over there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to racing. So as I previously stated, this is the quarterfinals. We are going to run through the Hot Wheels monster trucks first. They start right up there at Pure Muscle and We'll Trash It All, and they end right there at Motosaurus and Megarex. All right, first race. The first race kick off the day will be We'll Trash It All taking on Pure Muscle. All right, let's get these quarterfinals started. Go. Pure Muscle moving on to the next round. Next up, you got Sriracha taking on Chassis Snapper. And go. Chassis Snapper moving on. Next up is Bone Shaker taking on Leopard Shark. And go. Well, that was supposed to look cool, but Bone Shaker moving on. Next up is a Metallic Megarex taking on the Black and White Chassis Snapper. Go. Oh, big crash. And it's Megarex moving on. Next up, it's Roger Dodger taking on Hot Wheels Racing number 1. Go. Roger Dodger moving on to the semis. Here we go. This is a race I'm looking forward to. It's the former king and Hot Wheels Racing number 3 taking on Operation Stomp. Go. Oh yeah, he wants that crown back. Next up is One Bad Ghoul taking on Chewbacca. And go. Man, oh man, that was a close finish, but One Bad Ghoul came back and got him. Now, if I go back and check the replays and see that Chewbacca was ahead, I don't know, I'll make an executive decision then. Next up is Podium Crusher taking on Necessary Roughness. Go. Oh, big crash. Necessary Roughness with the dub. Next up is Category 5, taking on the Gray Motosaurus, or should I say Monstersaurus. Go. Monstersaurus moving on.
Next up is Dairy Delivery taking on Hot Wheels Special Forces. And go. Dairy Delivery, moving on. Next up is a green V8 Bomber taking on Psychedelic. Go. Lanes 1 and 2 are prevailing yet again. V8 Bomber moving on. Next up we got Wild Streak taking on Hot Wheels Special Forces. I believe this is Black Ops, Special Ops? Let me know in the comments. Go. And it's Wild Streak moving on. That was a close finish. Next up, you got Radical Racer taking on Demo Derby. Radical Racer moving on. Next up, it's Hotweiler taking on Hulk. Go. Hotweiler tried, but Hulk is just too much of a threat right now. Oh my gosh. Next up, you got All Beefed Up taking on the Black and White Mega Rex. Go. All Beefed Up, moving on. Kind of a surprise to me. Dodge versus Chevy. Old versus new. Charger versus Camaro. Go. All right, Dodge Charger won that bout. Moving on. Next up, you got Hissy Fit taking on 2 School. Go. Man, oh man, 2 School made that look easy. Next up, it's Haul Y'all taking on Invader. Go. Wow, good race. Haul Y'all moving on. Next up, you got the powerhouses of Rhinomite and Donkey Kong. Go. DK moving on. Up next is the OG Bigfoot taking on Tiger Shark. Go. Dang, the original monster truck just got defeated by a tiger shark. It's not a tiger, but it's a shark, but it's a shark, but it's a tiger thing. All right, we're down to our final 6 races. You got Bigfoot number 19 taking on Bigfoot with the big old lettering. Go. All right, Bigfoot with the big lettering, moving on. Next up, it's Area 51 Patrol taking on the Walrus. Go. Oh, crash. And it's Area 51 Patrol with the dub and moving on. Next up is the Polar Bear taking on Donatello. Go. Turtle power. Donatello moving on. Next up is Raphael taking on the Kuamori. Go. Raph moving on, but he has to take on Donatello next time. Oh man, brother versus brother. Next up is 84 Corvette taking on Race Ace. Go. Race Ace with the dub. All right, and our final race of the day brings us to the 2 prettiest trucks of the lot. You got Monstersaurus taking on Megarex. All right, let's wrap it up. Go. It's gonna be Megarex. All right, Hawkeye Holler Nation. Quarterfinals have begun. These are the Hot Wheels winners. Moving on. Dang, oh dang. Felt like we had some good trucks eliminated. But don't forget, they will be racing over on TikTok, so go ahead and go follow me over there. Now, don't forget, quarterfinals roll on in the next video with the Spin Master trucks, and then we move on to the semis. Super excited for the semifinals because a lot of trucks are advancing that I had no idea they would be able to. I mean, some of these trucks in the past tournaments we've held have been trash. But I tell you what, you put a little hump in there, you kind of throw a curveball to every competitor, and they kind of get juiced up a bit. They want to win, and I am super excited to see Hot Wheels number 3 move on to the semis. That honestly, he's been my favorite truck. Granted, my favorite monster truck is Loco Punk, but out of all the trucks, he is just my favorite of my collection, just because he holds a special place in my heart. He was the very first king, and he was king for so long. So hopefully he makes it to the king round and gets to take on Horsepower for that crown yet again. But you never know. You never know how this is going to play out. This little hill throws a curveball to all of these trucks. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I will see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to smash the like button on this video and subscribe and ring that bell if you're into diecast racing content. Yeah, it's a fun place to be. Become part of the Hawkeye Horror Nation. I did launch some YouTube memberships if you guys want to check that out. $2.99 a month. It gets you producer access. So that means if you guys become a part of the pit crew, you guys will see your name up here on the screen. I'll do a separate video about this later on, explaining what it is. And you also get top priority when you comment. I'll make sure I am the first to comment on your comment before I comment anybody else's. So like I said, I'll make a separate video about this later on. But if you guys made it this far into the video, check them out. They're someplace on my YouTube page. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time here at the Holler. Don't forget, giveaway at 500 followers on Instagram. Bye-bye. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing on with the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill. We are moving on to another day of quarterfinals.
that being the Spin Masters. And after today, we are moving on to the semifinals. Holy moly, we've had a lot of good racing so far. I've been having a lot of fun with this tournament. I forgot how much I really like the monster trucks. They're just, like I said in the previous video, they're just so unpredictable. You don't really know what's gonna happen when these guys go down the track. At least with kind of like a Hot Wheel, you know, they kind of just stay in their own lane. But monster trucks, they get the wiggle wobbles and they kind of like to wreck. And I love that. So, again, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. By doing so, just smash the like button on these videos. Definitely helps out my channel a lot. And don't forget, we have TikTok as well. Lots of monster truck racing is going on over there. I seem to be getting a lot of good feedback over there as well. So, you know, these monster trucks, we're gonna start doing a lot more monster truck tournaments. But don't forget, don't worry, next month, June, we are doing the Hot Wheels Super King of the Hill Challenge. I mean, granted, not just gonna be Hot Wheels, we're gonna have NASCARs, Matchboxes, yada, yada, yada in there. But, you know, that's enough for right now. I wanna go ahead, get to racing. Oh, it's a real humid day here in Iowa today. It's been nothing but raining. It's going to continue to be nothing but rain. It's just yucky, terrible. Ugh. Ugh. So I'm gonna cut off today and I'm still sweating. Ugh. But anyway, let's race.
Up first, you got Earthshaker taking on Big Kahuna. Quarterfinals, day 2, let's go. Big Kahuna with the dub. You know what I found funny about these? The Hot Wheels monster trucks get big air, but these guys, the Spin Master trucks, get major speed. Oh man. Up next, you got W taking on Alien Invasion. Go. W with the dub. Up next, we got Granny Gravedigger taking on the Overcast Gravedigger. Go. Go Granny, go Granny, go. Up next, you got Sasquatch taking on Raising Cane. Go. I've been saying this from the beginning of the tournament. Big and heavy is the name of the game. Sasquatch moving on. Next up, you got the Fire Zombie taking on the Orange Gravedigger. Go. Gravedigger. Moving on. Next up is Crush Station taking on Gravedigger with the green chassis. Go. It's the Lobster. Next up, it's the Blacked Out Max D taking on Queen Bee. Go. Oh, we'll have to rewatch that footage again. Queen Bee slid through the finish, but it looks like Max D just went past her. I don't know. But as of right now, Queen Bee, moving on. Up next, you got the Battle of the Retro Gravediggers. Who's it gonna be? Go. And this is the Gravedigger that has Bad to the Bone on top. Next up is Megalodon taking on Cyclops. Go. Ah, the One-Eyed Wonder moving on. Up next, you got Jester taking on the Silver Gravedigger. Go. And it's Jester moving on. Next up is Gravedigger the Legend taking on Wonder Woman. Go. Gravedigger moving on. Tell you what, these chassis are just bomb. They are so fast. Next up is the OG Gravedigger taking on Radical Rescue. Go. Honestly, didn't see this one coming. Radical Rescue moving on. Next up is Brodozer taking on Dragon. Go. Brodozer moving on. Next up is Max D taking on the zombified Mohawk Warrior. Go. Close race, but it's Mohawk Warrior moving on. Next up is the zombified duo of Blue Thunder and Rottweiler. Go. Oh no, Blue Thunder tank slapped the camera, gave it to Rottweiler. Another zombified duo, Dragon and Monster Mutt. Go. Oh! Big crash leads to Dragon's victory. Moving on. Next up, you got a hunter duo, Son of a Digger, Earthshaker. Go. Another super close race, but Son of a Digger took it. Next up is the Mystery Machine taking on Backwards Bob. Go. Ah, man, that could have been bad for Mystery Machine, but they took it. Next up is the Gravedigger Ride Truck taking on El Toro Loco. Go. El Toro Loco moving on. Next up, it's Dragon taking on Wildfire. Go. Give it up to Wildfire. All right, we're down to our final 7 races of the day. You got Soldier Fortune taking on Northern Nightmare. Go. Soldier Fortune slides to the finish and moves on to the next round. Next up is Thunder 4x4 taking on Shaker. Go. And it's Shaker moving on. Next up is the Gears and Galaxies duo of El Toro Loco and Earthshaker. Wow, I was stumbling over words there. Go. Earthshaker moving on. Next up, it's Son of a Digger taking on Zombie. Go. Zombie moving on. Next up, it's El Toro Loco and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Go. And it's El Toro Loco moving on. Next up, it's the Thunderbus taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. Go. Down goes the Thunderbus, Monster Mutt Poodle moving on. And our final race of the day brings us to Higher Education taking on Hurricane Force with the Elemental Tires. Go. Higher Education moving on to the semifinals. And there you have it, Hawkeye Holler Nation. The semifinals are set. We are ready to go racing again. And I cannot wait to see who it's going to be. Now, don't forget, this will be Hot Wheels versus Spin Master. I got to go through and count and make sure we have an even number. I know we have an oddball hanging out here. Higher Education does not have a partner to do the tango with, but we will get that all figured out. I hope I don't get copywritten for that. That lady on the bike playing her music. But anywho, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to do your boy a solid and smash the like button on this video. And if you're new here, go ahead, subscribe, ring that bell because we do this quite often. We love racing diecast on this channel, whether that be Hot Wheels, monster trucks, and anything in between. Don't forget, we got the Super King of the Hill coming up here in June. That will be 30 straight days of racing, and then the finale will be, I want to say it's going to be July 4th. I think that's what we're aiming for, having the finale be on July 4th. We're going to try and do another flyover, have a national anthem, have a prayer beforehand. Just have it be like last year, because that is an annual competition where we take all of my cars and we race them
just see who is the king, because right now the king is 40-something. Been king for quite a while, and he is probably one of the fastest kings we have had on the channel. Just super, super fast. But guys, check that description down below. TikTok, Instagram, merch store, Ray's Ambassador. All those links are down there. Go check them out, and I will see you guys next time here at the Holler. Bye-bye. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. It is time for the semifinals of the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill Challenge. It is another yucky, humid day here in Iowa. Oh my gosh. You know, it's kind of funny. I love the humidity in Florida, but here in Iowa, I can't stand it. I don't know why. I really don't. But anyway, enough with that little humidity rant. Today is Hot Wheels versus Spin Master Day to see who moves on to the finals and eventually the King round. So let's go ahead, get some racing going on.
All right, we are all lined up. These three trucks right here, Mega Rex, Monster Mutt Poodle, not Dalmatian Poodle. Mega Rex, Monster Mutt Poodle, and Higher Education will have a round robin tournament. It will be kind of interesting, but other than that, we are all lined up and ready to go. But guys, look at all these TikTok monster trucks lined up and ready to go. If you guys are not following my TikTok, link down below. Go check it out. Have lots of good racing going on over there as well. All right, let's go. All right, who's moving on to the finals first? You got Pure Muscle taking on Big Kahuna. Go. Spin Master strikes first. Big Kahuna moving on. Next up, it's Bone Shaker taking on W. Go. Look at that, Spin Master again, W, moving on. Next up, it's Roger Dodger taking on Granny Gravedigger. Go. Team Hot Wheels fires back. Roger Dodger, moving on. Next up is One Bad Ghoul taking on Sasquatch. Go. Oh, Sasquatch moving on. Next up is Monstrosaurus taking on the Orange Gravedigger. Go. Monstrosaurus moving on. Next up is VA Bomber taking on Crush Station. Go. VA Bomber moving on. Next up is Radical Racer taking on Queen Bee. Go. Radical Racer moving on. Next up, you got All Beefed Up taking on Gravedigger. Go. Bad. Bad to the bone. Gravedigger, moving on. Next up is Two School taking on Cyclops. Go. Good race, but the gate gave it to Two School. Next up is Donkey Kong taking on Jester. Go. You can tell the pressure's starting to get to some of these drivers. Jester moving on. We have the Battle of the Legends next. Bigfoot taking on Gravedigger. Go. Wow, the pressure is definitely setting in. That was my pick to win the championship that just lost. Bigfoot, moving on.
Owner of a black Mercedes. A monster truck just ran over your car. Please see me at the front desk. Thank you.
Up next is Donatello taking on Radical Rescue. Go. Donatello moving on. Turtle Power. Yeah. Next up it's Race Ace taking on Brodozer. Go. Brodozer moving on. You cannot make mistakes in these semifinals. Up next is Chassis Snapper taking on Mohawk Warrior. Go. And that's why I fear snapping turtles more than zombies. Next up is Megarex taking on Dragon. Go. Megarex moving on. Here we go, the race that everybody's been looking forward to. It's Hot Wheels Racing number 3, the former King of the Hill, taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. That's a tough opponent. Can the King move on? And go. Oh my God, what a race. Hot Wheels number 3 moves on to the finals again. The champ is back. Man, oh man, listen to these fans go crazy for Hot Wheels Racing number 3. They know he's the real deal. Oh my gosh, give it up. What do you think, King? Scared? Up next is Necessary Roughness, taking on Son of a Digger. Go. Next up is Battle of the Heavyweights. Hot Wheels Delivery taking on Mystery Machine. If y'all ever want to see some big air, now's the time. Go! Hot Wheels Dairy Delivery moving on. Next up is Wild Streak taking on El Toro Loco. Go. Spin Masters are having trouble right now. Wild Streak moving on. Next up it's Hulk taking on Wildfire. Go. The Incredible Hulk fires back. Oh my gosh. He was losing at the beginning. Came back and won it. Next up is Dodge Charger taking on Soldier Fortune. Go. Oh, big crash. Just a good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Dodge Charger moving on. Next up is Haul Y'all taking on Shaker. Go. Haul Y'all moving on. Next up is Tiger Shark taking on Zombie. Go. Spin Master team's just falling apart. Tiger Shark moving on. Next up is Area 51 Patrol taking on Earth Shaker. Go. Earth Shaker moving on. Next up is Raphael taking on El Toro Loco. Go. Raph, moving on. Nice. Alright, and we're to the final race of the day. This is how this is going to shape down. First up is going to be Mega Rex taking on the Poodle. The loser of that will move on to take on Higher Education. Now, let's say Poodle loses twice in a row. You're eliminated, and that will be up to Mega Rex and Higher Education to decide who moves on to the next round. Alright, up first, it's Mega Rex taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. Alright, loser takes on Higher Education. Go! Alright, Poodle lost, taking on Higher Education. If the Poodle loses, they're eliminated. Go! Alright, Poodle's safe. Up next, Mega Rex, Higher Education. Basically, for you guys following along at home, you have to lose 2 in a row to be completely eliminated. Go! Just like that, higher education, eliminated. And now this race decides who moves on to the finals. Poodle, Megarex. Who's it gonna be? Go! And it's Megarex moving on to the finals. Nice. And just like that, the finals are set. We have 13 heats to decide who will be moving on to the King Round. Oh, hopefully you guys are ready for the finals. I know I am. I am super excited that Hot Wheels Racing number 3 has made it to the finals. Hopefully he can make it to the King Round. I would love to see that truck become king again, but you know what? Horsepower is real fast, but he has not had any testing on this track. So I don't know. I don't know. This is just so unpredictable. I don't know who will be moving on to the King Round. Lots of tough trucks, but hopefully you guys are ready. Smash the like button on this video. That lets me and YouTube know you do enjoy the content and that you're enjoying this series. Like I said, monster truck content will be coming more often. Like I said, we got a super jump coming and a hill climb. I'm definitely excited for the hill climb. Don't really know how it's gonna pan out, but it's gonna be a fun time. Don't forget, over on my TikTok, we are doing the losers from YouTube, and we have a long line of winners. So go over there, peep out that content. It's a fun place to be. I put some music in the background, not soothing music, like headbanging music. Oh yeah, yeah. But guys, have a great rest of your day. Check the description down below. Got the Discord down there. Go join it. Love chatting it up with you guys. And it's a fun place to be. Chat it up with other Hot Wheels and Diecast fanatics and Pokemon collectors alike. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing some Instagram Reels. I've had some luck over there with the Pokemon stuff, so maybe we'll do some racing over there. So go follow me on Instagram, link down below. You guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here for the finals. Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. It is time for the finale, the King Round of the Super Monster Truck King of the Hill Challenge here on the channel. I've had a lot of fun putting these races together. Like I said before, I absolutely love the monster trucks. They're so unpredictable and I have so much fun with them. I cannot wait till we have some more tournaments with them. Now don't forget, over on my TikTok, the losers are racing for the first ever TikTok crown. So head over, check it out, link down below. Check out the racing over there. We've had some good racing over there as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this King Round started. So as you guys can see, our finalists are ready. 13 heats. Who's it gonna be? All right, up first, you got Big Kahuna taking on W. Go. W moving on. Up next is Roger Dodger taking on Sasquatch. And go. Good old Roger Dodger moving on. Sasquatch has had some problems. I don't know what happened with him. Took a wrong turn, I think. Next up is Monstersaurus and V8 Bomber. Go. Monstersaurus moving on. Next up is Radical Racer taking on Gravedigger. Go. Tell you what, these drivers are giving it their all. They are making mistakes left and right. Oh man, that's not how you advance. Gravedigger, moving on. Up next is Two School and Jester. Go. Jeez. Jester with the dub. Moving on. Two School took a big crash. Next up is Bigfoot and Donatello. Go. Bigfoot moving on. Oh boy. Next up is Brodozer and Chassis Snapper. Go. Brodozer moving on. Man, that's a fast truck. Alright, this is one of the most anticipated heats of this event. Megarex and the returning king. Hot Wheels Racing number 3. And go. Ah, yes. Former king moving on again. He wants that crown back. Next up, it's Son of a Digger and Dairy Delivery. Go. And Dairy Delivery gets the dub on his lid. Moving on. Next up, it's Wild Streak and the Incredible Hulk. And go. Hulk, moving on. Next up is the Dodge Charger, taking on Haul Y'all. Go. And it's the Dodge Charger, moving on. Next up is Tiger Shark and Earth Shaker. Go. Tell you what, Earth Shaker is fast. Up next is Raphael taking on Megarex. Go. Oh man, they started before me. Ah, Megarex moving on. Very nice. Alright, moving on to the next round of this championship day. Up first, it's W and the Roger Dodger. Go. Roger Dodger moving on. Next up is Monstrosaurus and Gravedigger. Go. Monstrosaurus moving on. Up next is Jester and Bigfoot. Go. Bigfoot moving on. All right, here we go again. It's Brodozer and Hot Wheels Racing number 3. Go. He does it yet again. Hot Wheels Racing number 3 moving on. All right, up next is Dairy Delivery and Hulk. Here we go. Dairy Delivery defeats Hulk, moves on. Alright, just so we have an even 8 trucks, we're going to go ahead and advance the Charger, Earthshaker, and Megarex. Alright, from here we'll go to 4, then we'll go to 2, and then we'll go to the King round. Up first, it's Roger Dodger and Monstrosaurus. And go. Ooh, Monstrosaurus moving on. Nice. Alright, it's Bigfoot and Hot Wheels Racing number 3. Can Hot Wheels Racing number 3 make it to the championship 4? Find out now. And go. And we will not see a repeat king. Bigfoot defeated Hot Wheels Racing number 3. He's just that much faster. Alright, it's Dairy Delivery and the Dodge Charger. Go. Dodge Charger moving on to the championship 4. Alright, up next is Earthshaker and Megarex. And it's Megarex. And the championship 4 is set. Who's it gonna be? Up first it's Monstrosaurus and Bigfoot. Go. And Bigfoot goes down. Monstrosaurus moving on to the next round. Alright, who will be joining Monstrosaurus in the contender round? Is it the Dodge Charger or Megarex? Go. Megarex moves on to the Contender Round. The Contender Round is set. This is a best of 3. This is the battle of the prehistorics. Who's it gonna be? Go. Megarex is up 1. Go. And it's Megarex moving on to the King Round. All right, let's wake the King up. All right, King. Let's give you a few pace laps. The King is ready. The King Round is set. Horsepower has been king for 110 days. Oh my gosh. Can he defeat Megarex? This is a best of 3. Who's it gonna be? Contender. King. Go. Oh boy, King fell. Megarex needs one more. Go. Oh, but the King said, slow your roll, Megarex. He ties it. All right, final race. Who's it gonna be? Go. The King has fallen. Oh yes, another Hot Wheels monster truck has taken the throne. This time it's Megarex. Oh my gosh. Everyone congratulate the new king. How long will he reign? Let's go ahead and bring in the security detail. They better guard him because we got one heck of another tournament coming up very soon for the monster trucks. All right. Let's wrap it up.
And with that being said, Hawkeye Holler Nation, that brings this Monster Truck King of the Hill tournament, Super Monster Truck King of the Hill tournament, to a close. We saw the king fall and we saw a new one take the throne. How long will this new king reign? Well, you'll just have to tune in next time because we will be doing this again very soon. I don't know if we're going to do the whole lot of monster trucks. We may, because I have been acquiring some more. I'm curious to see how well they compete with the guys we have here. But I really don't know how that's going to play out, but guys, just like and follow for more. Hit that smash. Let's just hit that smash. Smash that like button. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new king. Make sure you subscribe to have that bell rung. Check that description down below. Go follow my Instagram and TikTok, because don't forget, the king may have fallen here, but he's going to TikTok next. Will he become the first ever TikTok Monster Truck King of the Hill? I don't know. But guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time here at the Holler. Bye-bye.